You hear a request from a friend, colleague, or family member, and before your mind can even process it, the word yes slips out of your mouth. Later, you feel overwhelmed, resentful, or exhausted, wondering why you couldn't just say no even when it was hurting you. If this pattern feels familiar, you're not alone, and you're definitely not selfish for wanting to change it. Millions of kind-hearted people struggle with people-pleasing every day. Today on Mind Unlocked, we're going to gently explore the psychology behind why you can't say no even when it hurts you, what's really happening inside your brain and nervous system, and how you can start setting boundaries with kindness and confidence. Hello, friends. Welcome back to Mind Unlocked. In our recent videos, we talked about feeling stuck, quiet burnout, and feeling empty at night. Today, we go deeper into one of the hidden roots of that exhaustion: people-pleasing and the difficulty of saying no. The good news is, this isn't a character flaw. It's often a learned survival strategy that once kept you safe, but now it's quietly draining your energy, time, and peace. Understanding it with compassion is the first step toward real change. So why is it so hard to say no even when it clearly hurts you? For many of us, people-pleasing starts in childhood, when love, safety, or approval felt conditional on being good, helpful, or agreeable. We learned that saying yes and keeping others happy reduced the risk of rejection, criticism, or conflict. This pattern wires into the nervous system as a fawn response, one of the trauma or stress responses alongside fight, flight, and freeze. Instead of confronting or escaping threat, you try to appease and please to stay safe. In adulthood, this shows up as fear of disappointing others, anxiety about being disliked, or a deep belief that your worth depends on how useful or likable you are. From a brain science perspective, saying yes triggers a small dopamine hit because it brings approval and avoids immediate discomfort. But over time, constantly ignoring your own needs leads to resentment, emotional exhaustion, and even quiet burnout. Your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for clear decisions and boundaries, gets overridden by the amygdala's fear signals. You start mind-reading what others might think or feel if you say no, and that anxiety makes yes feel like the only safe option. Perfectionism and low self-worth often fuel this cycle too. You worry that setting a boundary means you're being selfish or difficult. The result? You say yes to things that drain you, overcommit, and slowly lose touch with your own desires and energy. How do you know if people-pleasing is affecting you? You automatically say yes before thinking about your own schedule or capacity. You feel guilty when you even consider saying no. You apologize excessively even when it's not your fault. You avoid conflict at all costs and often feel resentful afterward. You struggle to express your real opinions or needs because you fear it might upset someone. You feel responsible for other people's emotions and happiness. If several of these sound true, take a gentle breath. This pattern is incredibly common, especially among caring and empathetic people, and it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It simply means your nervous system learned a strategy that needs updating now. Here are 5 kind and practical ways to start breaking free from people-pleasing without becoming cold or selfish. First, build self-awareness. Pause and notice the moment when the automatic yes wants to come out. Ask yourself quietly, what do I actually need or want right now? This small pause reconnects you with your own voice. Second, practice compassionate boundaries. Start with low-stakes situations and use gentle but clear language like, I appreciate the invite, but I won't be able to join this time. Or, I'm at my limit right now and need to say no. Third, challenge the fear thoughts. Remind yourself that real relationships can handle honest boundaries, and that saying no to one thing is saying yes to your own well-being. Fourth, reconnect with your values. Spend a few minutes each day reflecting on what truly matters to you, so your decisions come from inside rather than outside pressure. Fifth, regulate your nervous system. When anxiety rises at the thought of saying no, use simple grounding like slow breathing or placing a hand on your chest to remind your body that you are safe even when you set a limit. People-pleasing isn't about being kind. True kindness includes being kind to yourself too. You don't have to abandon others to honor your own needs. Small, consistent steps toward authentic boundaries will slowly rebuild your energy, self-worth, and peace. You deserve relationships where you can be fully yourself without constantly performing or sacrificing. If this video helped you feel seen and gave you even a little courage, Please like it, share it with someone who struggles to say no, and subscribe for more calm, science-backed psychology that supports real healing. Tell me in the comments, in what situation do you find it hardest to say no? I read every single comment. Until next time, be gentle with yourself, and remember, your needs matter too. See you soon.